I'll just run through it quickly. You've probably already touched on it, but Ed also touched on it. There's so many people involved with the football club that, I said it to the boys, but their main focus really is to help every single player here get the most out of themselves and get the best that they possibly can get. And, personally, throughout my 10 years, I really want to thank every single person for that, and the boys really appreciate it as well. It doesn't matter how small it is. We've got Gary that writes the local scores in the rooms for the boys. We got Brucey Tate, as Ed mentioned. A little quick story about Brucey, but he also, in the year that I missed the whole year, I had an injury and I was doing a bit of coaching, just taking care of the forward line. But Brucey sort of rang me during the week and he said, you got Foxtel Cup this week, it's a Wednesday night or something, up in Adelaide. You're obviously not playing, but I want to pay for you to go and continue coach. That's a gesture that obviously I turned down, but it just speaks high volumes to Brucey and his support around the club. He's pretty much like an ATM machine to the boys' footy trip every year. There's throws me 50s countlessly that'll go into the kitty, not into the pocket. But furthermore, again, there's so many small things that definitely don't go unnoticed, whether it be the old boys back in my time with Ronnie and Count swearing at everyone to get their jumpers in, to now Croc and to everyone running around, Maxie carrying the drinks. They're what footy clubs are made of, those sort of blokes. We've got Baz, who's a bit more mellow in his countless efforts of how much he does around the club that definitely goes unnoticed to the most of the popularity, but to the playing group it definitely doesn't. We appreciate it. Chris Dixon, who is pretty much acts as everyone's personal football manager. He's a massive support to all the playing group, and what he's done since he got here, and the way I've seen the list, processes and systems and management change, obviously for the better, is something he should be very, very proud of. To the guys that run the club day to day, you've got Jace, Rana, Stu, board members, President and Freddie, who have a look at, we definitely are, obviously for a reason, the most successful club off the field, and they run a very good ship. To the support staff in Ali and all the girls, the amount of hours that they put in for very, very little reward is something that is marvelled at by the group, and as again, it's very appreciative. Back, obviously a big support of mine was Brendan Curry, who obviously probably not here tonight, but all the things that he did for the group, he sort of taught me that it's really important to notice the little things and everyone to engage in those conversations, whether it be Judy, Kathy, Carol, Gerald, we could keep Dave, the list goes on, Trainee, everyone that just loves this place, and he's always keen to have a conversation, see how the players are going. It's just amazing what this club has. Probably biggest support of mine throughout my time, and no player wants to admit how much he's in the rehab room or anything, but my man Mocker, he's been amazing for me. He's a legend. I had 2 years at the Western Jets, then obviously 10 years here, so I spent 12 years with the bloke, who, especially in my early days, kept the motivation going when you're off the field, when you're not out there with the boys. It keeps you going and keeps you fit. So thanks, Bob. I really appreciate everything. To the physios and the physios first. Mick, Ads, Andy, Ty, Mick personally. He pretty much has his phone on 19 hours of the day for me. A few late night and early morning stress calls, give him about the body. He's always willing to take that call, and so is Ads, always making sure that I've got everything that I need. I probably would miss a fair few more games without those blokes around. Laura, I know you're moving on. Jace likes to sort of pitch it that this club is, we like to see players go on to AFL levels, but we also love to see people involved with the club move on to higher, to AFL prospects, whether it be, you know, Laura going to somewhere further, you know, hopefully Dicko soon, you know, whatever it is. But Laura, thank you very much. You've been great support, relentless in your back to get scans done early and on time. And I reckon if you were here about 6 or 7 years ago, I probably would have played an extra year or two, I reckon. So thank you very much. To the coaches, as I said to all the boys, I've probably had, you know, over 50 odd assistant coaches for 10 years, but I've had 3 very good coaches in Gotchi, Germo and Colo, who are all absolute excellent coaches within their own right. And you know, really, if I ever want to do coaching, I think it really holds me in good stead to have three absolute superstars at coaching. Yeah, that I've had. I'm obviously going to forget people, but to move on to the family, obviously, you know, as Ed said, as younger blokes, we really don't express it enough. And you know, when you're growing up, you really don't realise that your parents are actually meant to have lives as well. So they're driving you around everywhere, taking up all their time for you, and you know, at a young age you think, oh, that's just normal. That's what they're meant to do. They don't have a life. But you know, when you get older, you realise that you know how much they sacrifice for you to get the best out of yourself. So you know, it's a great privilege last year to actually win a premiership, because I felt like for the whole group, it would be Nance, Daz, Neil, Nicole, Lily, Ash, everyone, that we really got to share that as a whole group, and it was like an achievement for us all, not just myself and the team. So thank you immensely. I've never expressed in words so much thanks. Finally, just to the newly fiancée. At the moment, she's excited that footy's finished, a bit more extra time, but after a couple of weeks, she might be pushing me out the door to get involved with another club. But it's an exciting time for us both. Obviously, the next chapter and what we want to, you know, explore and achieve in the next year or so. So it is very exciting, obviously, to be doing that with you, and I can't wait. So lastly, playing group. I'm not going to go through everyone. I've already had the chat with her, and Giles isn't even here, but you know, is he? Yeah, but he's been absolutely, Giles has been amazing for me. I've already given him the one-on-one, but I'll happily give him again. You know, who cares about never being captain? Freddie, I feel like I've been captain for the whole time he's been here, so he's amazing. And been the biggest fan of mine, and positive influence on me, I think, for my 10 years. And just closing, I like to say that when I first came down to the club, there was a sort of past legend of Brucey Davis who said to me, you know, 3 things. He said, when you come down to Willie, you've got to respect the history, respect the culture, you know, the Wheels, Gars and all these blokes who put before us, Chops. Belong to the culture, belong to the community, and create your own history. So I retire now pretty proud of my achievements for those 3 categories, and I'll be forever a supporter of this great club.